Hello, this is Bill Webb, aka BillyIndiana. Today I'm going to do my final unboxing in the Reiner Knizia game series, several Kickstarter, Gamefound, crowdfunded games that arrived in the summer, fall, and I'm just now finally getting them open. Today we're going to take a look at Huang, which is a re-implementation of Tigris and Euphrates and Yellow and Yangtze with some new gameplay and definitely some new production and design. So if you're curious to see what came in the All-In Deluxe version, stay tuned. All right, so here you can see all of the things that came in, and I'm pretty sure this was the All-In Deluxe version with pretty much all the add-ons for the 5th player and such. And so let's push the main game box off to the side for now and start cracking into these. I'd already taken the plastic off of this one so it wouldn't glare so much. We'll just start with the smallest and work our way up. So I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, just a piece for like the 5th player expansion maybe? I forget. It just says this is not a standalone game. The base game is required. Don't see anything else on this one, so let's take a look at what's inside this. I think it might just be a miniature. Oh, it's wooden tiles. Okay. It's been a while since I ordered this and haven't gone back to look at the Kickstarter, but yeah, I think this is just maybe some wooden tiles that were an optional add-on for the 5-player. And so, pretty quick thing to take a peek at. We'll push that off to the side here. Take a look at this one. Yeah, still in the back here, it's just giving kind of a language information. So, not sure what's in this one either. It just still says not a standalone. And this was produced by Phalanx Games, and it's a Reiner Knizia game. Okay, this is more wooden tiles, so I'm guessing maybe they're cardboard on the base game and I splurged to get the wooden tiles with the screen printing. So there we go for that. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Yeah, like I said, it's a couple of years ago I think when it was in production, and then yeah, I've had it in my house since last summer, but it came right about the time we were packing and moving, and it just went straight into a box to move up here to Washington. Finally getting around to opening it up. All right, so this is one of the add-ons, a miniature for the castle. Let's see if I can get it to come out of the box here. There we go. It's got a nice little kind of Game Trays style insert. Doesn't look like it probably is made by Game Trays as a company, but plastic insert. You can see a nice big sort of 3D palace. That's kind of cool. Another thing I'm pretty sure I added on. I tend to be a pretty big Reiner Knizia fan, and so when his games come on there, especially I really like Tigris and Euphrates. I haven't played Yellow and Yangtze, but I know that's very similar gameplay, but I really like Tigris and Euphrates, and so when I heard this one was going to try to make some improvements and then you know, all these Kickstarter kind of upgrades for production, I thought, well, let me go ahead and get that one because I already know I like the base from the original. All right, so here we go. We've got the player characters, it looks like. Dragon Dynasty Deluxe Set, 5 liters miniatures. This one actually was labeled with what these are. And I think the miniatures all have the same sculpt. It's just going to be a different colored base, but we can hold it up a little closer to the camera so you can see kind of the structure of this dragon leader. So there's one for each of the 5 player colors. Oh, see, yep, sorry. Put the lid back in the bottom. And yeah, I can put this back together later. We'll just shove this off to the side. All right, and then here, let's see. Okay, this one says, the Dragon set adds optional 5th player, contains 5 additional leader stands and a screen. So this was just to make sure you could add the 5th player. And this one you can see from the printing on the box, if you haven't noticed, it says that's from Gamefound. So I might slip and say Kickstarter, but Gamefound is the company that ran this crowdfunding project. So we got the colored bases, and then the standees, although with those other ones. I won't need these standees with the bases, but I guess I need this for that 5th player. So we got the player aid. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't really need to. Well, I guess to get that backdrop, I guess I probably did need it. So all right, and then this one. Let's see. I think this is just the miniatures for the game. It didn't fit in the regular game box. I'm guessing is just cardboard standees or whatever. And this is 20 liter miniatures, 9 pagoda miniatures, 19 granary miniatures. Oh, yeah, those plastic ones were for the 5th player because every player has one of each colored base. I forgot. It's been a while since I played Tigris and Euphrates, but here are all the miniatures for that one. So these are for the 4-player version, and then yeah, that other one was the 5th player because everyone needs one of each. So we'll just show you one of each sculpt. So here it looks like sort of a ram-looking creature. And then this one looks like some kind of a rabbit creature. And this one looks like maybe a bear or a lion, mountain lion kind of thing. Can't tell. I don't have my glasses on either, so it doesn't help. And I don't remember what all the factions were. And this looks like some kind of a mouse. So pretty cool sculpts. All right, and then we've got our different pagodas, castles, different sizes and shapes, all nicely made. And then I don't remember what this is for. It's probably hard to see with that behind, and it's black, but yeah, it's got some kind of design there. I have to look back in the, might just be like a 1st player marker or something. So those are the pieces. So that's all of what came in the extras. And I have no idea which way. I guess this must be the right setup because here's the phalanx symbol. So I'll see if we can just slide all of these things back over here into the corner. Then let's get to the main box. All right. So the main box we see here, yeah, Reiner Knizia, Huang. So that's the way the symbol goes with kind of the crown looking there at the top. 2 to 4 players, 90 minutes, ages 14 and up. Nothing inside the box, and the edge just has very simple iconography and naming. So there's that. I guess I didn't show the back. I don't, if I remember right, there's not a whole lot to show, but let me do that so you can see what the back looks like. It says, lead an ancient Chinese dynasty striving for imperial power, establish new states, build new pagodas, spread your influence, and battle to unite the country under your banner. Huang is a competitive game for 2 to 4 players set in the tumultuous time of the warring states in China. Each player has 5 different leaders: governor, soldier, farmer, trader, and artisan. Play is fast and addictive, lasting around 90 minutes with very short teaching time, reflecting the elegance of the rule set. Clever placement of leaders and their corresponding tiles on the board is key, allowing you to build pagodas to score points, trigger or avoid wars, and instigate peasant revolts that bring down your enemies. All right, and then there's the component list there. So let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, so we've got our rule book and the big size rule book. So I kind of prefer when they use the smaller size rule book, just so it doesn't take up so much space on the table when you're trying to refer to it, but I understand making it fit the size of the box too. And again, for a big game with all these expansions, and it's really just not a very long rule set. Pretty easy to learn. There's just 9 pages of rules and pretty big font with quite a few pictures built in, and then we've got the optional rules here for Rogue Bandits and the 18 Kingdoms version. So, and then Royal Palace and Dragon Dynasty on the back. All right, so those were Kickstarter exclusives. And then we've got, this is the board and the punch board, and it looks like it's also kind of separately wrapped. I have to say that of the board games that I've unboxed recently in this kind of collection of Reiner Knizia games, the All Play Through the Desert left me the most wanting. When I got it all pulled apart and tried to get it back in the box, it just doesn't fit in the box very well. And there were a few just kind of visual things about the game design that it just seemed like weren't maybe fully thought through, or at least it just didn't work for my vision. I don't know. There were some color choices and graphic design that was just hard to see for me. It was still a great game, and it wasn't a bad production, but I just felt like it wasn't as ideal as I'd hoped. And then Rebirth was excellent. But this one looks like it might even be better. This one, just at first glance as I'm opening it up. So I really like the art chosen here on this side of the board. And then I don't know if this is just an alternate art or if this is an alternate way to play. I forget what the two sides of the board represent. So I have to get to reading the rules. My wife and I have been playing these games as I've been getting them unboxed. So we did play Rebirth and Through the Desert last month and really liked them both. Here's the punch boards. We got our yellow and our red tiles here. Punch really easily. Started pushing them through on accident there. And then just we see more of the same. Got the resources and such on there as well. We got red and blue, blue and green, green and white. And then some more pieces for our pagodas, but I'll be definitely using the plastic pieces. And then, yep, these might make fun pieces for me and just game design that I tinker around with occasionally. And then if we pull out this bottom tray here, we've got the bases for those cardboard features. Again, I don't think I'll need those. I might have to see if I can repack this in a way. I don't know. With trying to figure out how to put in just the pieces I'm going to use and take out the standees and stuff. This is the player screens. I don't know if I need. Yeah, I don't really need to show this. We saw the one in the 5 player, so that's just the 5th one. Here's 4 more, and then there's some baggies, and then there's a silk bag here to draw from. So, all right. So very nice production. Can't wait to get this to the table and see how it's different from Tigris and Euphrates. Got Tigris and Euphrates right over there on the shelf, and haven't played that with my wife. I played it with my game group a couple times, and so maybe I should get that one back out and try that one with her. But yeah, looking forward to getting this one to the table. So if you have played Huang, because it's been available for a while now, let me know what I can look forward to. What are some differences I can expect between this one and Yellow and Yangtze and Tigris and Euphrates? If you like Reiner Knizia games, put down in the comments what's your favorite, because I am definitely a Knizia fan. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and as always, thanks for watching. This is BillyIndiana, signing off.